head, and there he goes. Abyss gonna clean him up.
Olaf goes down. Everyone's just gonna line up here for Lazzy. He's gonna find himself the Quadra. Give it to him. Pentakill.
Priestley with the quad feed.
Gets the ace. Available, just spin to win all over.
That game was insane.
Hello everybody and welcome to Saints Gaming CSGO. My name is Jackson or Deprive and I am alongside Noah or Big Papa King. Basically Noah, he's on the R6 roster for the St. Clair Saints and he's going to make his debut on the mic alongside me tonight. Noah, how are you feeling about this CSGO matchup versus Randolph-Macon College?
I'm feeling pretty good. We should have a pretty good competitive matchup here as both teams have started this off 1-0. And then I believe last week Abyss actually dropped 35 kills, so maybe to get a nice repeat performance as well would be nice out of him.
Yeah, both these teams 1-0, like you were saying pre-game, and you know it's going to be really interesting to see who's going to be the first team to take that loss in this league and who's going to advance to 2-0, right? You know, you start off the league 2-0. That's a great start, and the boys did look pretty strong last week in NACE, like we were talking about. It wasn't on stream, unfortunately. However, you know, they did look very, very... Actually, I think it might have been on stream. Yeah, sorry. But they looked very, very strong. Nonetheless, though, it's going to be interesting to see because they have to bounce back after that Sunday loss in the face of Contenders League. They're really going to have to do a lot here to bounce back after that matchup. And I just want to see if they can do that and actually bounce back, not still tilt like they were from previous game.
Yeah, 100%. I know one thing that we did see on Sunday is they did get the first 4 rounds, so they did build up that early momentum, but they tended to they lost track and kind of went off the rails a little bit. So I'd like them to get that early momentum and stay strong throughout, because as a player, and I'm obviously on the other side of things tonight, it is good to get that early momentum going. It builds your confidence as a player, and then they should be successful from there.
Yeah, I completely agree and couldn't agree more, especially in CSGO. Especially, I feel momentum is so big for not even just the fact of your mindset, but also your economy. It means so much to build that up, string some rounds together, and then you can what? You can afford the ops, you can afford the full buys, you can afford full util, etc., whatever it may be. So being able to afford all of those things is really the main goal here. And even if you do string some rounds together, build some momentum, you can afford to lose a round and still buy the next one. So it's absolutely huge to be able to do that.
Yeah, 100%. And just like you were saying with like eco and whatnot, and even if you lose that round, hopefully we see our Saints being able to build that eco high, being able to take that early momentum and get on the board with another win this week.
Yeah, for sure. You know, like I was talking about, so big for them to go into 2-0. So let's take a quick little preview of our roster. St. Clair Saints, we are going to kick it off here. Tyler Steenberg, Bobby Sweet, and Moz Hack, Chance, Formal Moreau, and Cam Abyss Lindsay. You actually will have Chance switching his name from Formal to Chance. So if we do mix him up and call him Formal there, we really apologize. Just so used to calling him Formal. But yeah, Formal will be actually switched on a Chance. And we cannot forget our substitute, Spencer Stefano Rodriguez. All of these great players, you're going to see Moz and Cam Abyss Lens. If this is your first time tuning into Saints Gaming, you will probably not know, but they actually are the veterans on this roster. They were here last semester competing. All the others are new additions. So even still, after a few games, I still want to see more from the new additions. I still want to see them compete and you know, keep going and, you know, take the Tyler's Formal, Bobby Sweat. I want to see a lot out of them going into this one. So the game is actually about to begin. We are going to kick things underway here soon. So here we go. Overpack, St. Clair Saints CSGO. Let's see how they can do here against Rudolph.
They are on the CT side to start, and like you mentioned in previous streams, the pistol round is absolutely huge. Build that eco up, and then you have to force the other team to buy, hopefully.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And, you know, if you can force them to buy after and they win that round too, you get almost a great 3-0 lead right off the hop of things. And to get a 3-0 lead and just pull away like that right off the hop is really what's crucial here. But that's going to be Abyss actually getting tagged down for 53. He's going to make it away with his life. And he's going to get tagged for 16 throughout that gunfight as well. But, you know, Abyss, he did get the lot of damage on there. And he can't afford to die on A. He is the one with the defuse kit.
It does look like possible slow B as the people are stacking up Monster here and 2 down Con. And here's the push on Monster. Bobby gonna pick up 1.
He's 1 HP.
Everyone tagged. And then swing out short. Tyler's gets one. Good start from him.
Yeah, 4v3 player advantage now, 3v2, 2v2, all the trades going down. RMC, they find so many there, all onto Abyss, rotating from the A site. He is lit, 40
So
HP.
little HP.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot to deal with here. Both these players are just going to plant a bomb and run back Monster. So, you know, it's going to be really interesting to see here if he can at least just find one of these heads of these players in Monster. Nobody there, he's just checking to make sure. Oh my god, he hits him for a lot there.
The one looks like he's running a short to just hold the cross. And he find the one pillar.
Yeah, he cannot find anything here. And I don't think Abyss has a whole lot of time. He does have the kit. He will be able to hop it, but this player is just going to wrap right around and most likely clean him up. Yes, there it is, Ginja. He's going to open things up, and that's a 3K from Ginja and a 2K from Profile. So if you're RMC, you really are relying on those two guys, it looks like, right off the hop of things.
Yeah, and St. Clair are going to be stuck on the pistols once again, so possible round coming out for RMC as they get the light buy here.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. They will get the light buy, and they have all these pistols to go against. But the pistols aren't going to be able to do a whole lot. But just as I say that, that'll be Maz opening things up and finding Ginja. And that's a big player to clean up. He got 2 the previous round. For them to clean him up and get to his weapon, that's so big. Tyler's going to be the man with that AK.
Players rotating back to mid. Looks like when they come down con, they're going to get caught out here by Proxy. Gets 2. Finally cleaned up by Chance.
Yeah, Chance is actually going to clean that one up. He's going to get an AK in hand, a Galil from the other player. So, St. Clair, if you're St. Clair, you actually have a good fighting chance now, grabbing those 2 weapons, finding those 2 picks, and that's exactly what you need. Yes, Proxy does find 2, but those are 2 of your pistol players. If you really want to win this one, you're going to keep the AK, you're going to keep the Galil, and that's exactly what they have. Bobby's going to go in first, get some intel, as he doesn't have the weapon with him, but he's going to call that out to the teammates. Tyler, he's trying to make his way through, make sure nobody's Monster, but nobody's home. Formal, going to be the player. Will he find this player barrels? Yes, he does. He connects on a high there. 1v2, and I think he's going to rotate back and save because, you know, you can't buy that AK on the CT side of things. So for him to be able to acquire that AK, that's so huge.
100%, as I mean, a lot of players as well prefer that AK over the M4 on the CT side as well. So that's nice to have.
Yeah, a lot of players do prefer the AK, like we were just saying, and just to the fact that it can one-tap in the head, right? That's the big difference. M4s, you really can't do that. It's 2 shots to the head, where the AK, 1. That's a huge difference here.
Here's St. Clair with a full buy, trying to put up a fight here. Not saying they have in the past 2 rounds, as they did almost bring it back, but here we are. Full weapons, and see what happens.
Yeah, just like that. M4s, the AKs, this is the full buy they need. Ginja, he's actually going to keep with that MAC-10. He doesn't want to waste that eco, that weapon to waste some eco. But he's going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage here in this round, facing all these other tougher weaponry. But if he just gets a close angle with that MAC-10, W key somebody, he can definitely clean something up. And, you know, the util is going out from RMC. Players are watching.
Mid. Coming up con 1, he might find this pick here. Nope. Shy back down con.
Yeah, rotating over now. That's going to be Cyber. He's just trying to find something through water or Monster here, trying to make sure one of the St. Clair players gets a little aggressive. And St. Clair, they're doing a pretty good job of not playing into RMC's hands, though. All RMC is doing right now is waiting and trying to play for a pick. And if St. Clair really doesn't allow them to find that pick, that's going to be the big difference maker. You know, Proxy, he is pretty pushed up. But look at that. You have Bobby on barrels, just sitting there waiting for somebody to push out and come through him. So he's just waiting for that push, right? The pillar will defend him, so he gets a little bit of an advantage here. And Tyler's, he's going to be able to watch if Bobby gets pushed. So yeah, they have a great hold.
And one does seem to be pushing up short here, and here comes the push as the players are all rotating to B. One coming out Monster, 2 short.
Formal. That nade hit those 2 players quite well. Bobby, they know he's in barrels, so Tyler's going to fall in the pits, not anticipate him to hop down. Proxy finds 2 right off the hop things. Formal able to answer back, though, turning into a 4v3. Now, Formal, low HP. That is not something you like to see. You know, it's going to be quite hard for him to win some gunfights there as Abyss falls, but he will find one before. Gonna find high. All these players dropping down. Proxy gonna make it a 3K. Formal versus Cyber 1v1. But Formal is 18 HP and the bomb is planted. So a little bit of an upper hand here for Cyber. Let's see if Formal can do it.
Doesn't quite know where he is. Actually, he might as he's coming down peeking Monster. Unfortunate.
Yeah, Cyber just has such an upper hand there with that one. due to the fact that he can just wait, you know, and Formal has such low HP. All Formal has to do, I mean, maybe Formal could have baited that bomb there and waited for him to come around and peek him. But even then, you know, it's easy to call bluffs like that. You bait the bomb a lot in this game, right? So for them to bait that bomb, I mean, it's just really a matter of variables.
And it's going to be another tough round for St. Clair as they have 1 SMG and then the 4 pistols, sorry.
And there's your SMG gone right off the hop, so that is not a good sign for St. Clair.
See if Proxy carries his momentum in a short here, see if he can get any more picks on site. Bobby going to pick up 1 in Monster.
Moz finds 1 as well. That's an AK for Moz. That's getting turned around for sure. Now they have a Deagle, an SMG, and an AK. So that's so big, considering that they're only going against 3 players. And Bobby to find 2 there, absolutely huge from Bobby. I've seen Bobby drastically improve even since the season started. And to see him find 2 right off the bat on this eco round, so big for St. Clair. Now with player advantage and a 3v2. Look at that. Bobby is an op now. That's crucial.
Yeah, and Tyler's got that AK now. And Abyss is nasty with the Deagle. So.
Yeah.
Find a pick here in Con. Is he coming down? No, he's going to get back up toward A.
And it's a nice and slow push here. Profile going to make his way down the stairs here. Bobby, Abyss, and Tyler's, they're just going to be holding sites. That's all they really have to do. But the one thing they are all going to rotate back onto A. Bobby's just going to hold it from heaven with the op. That's a good play. But if this player gets behind that plywood there, he can get a plant still. Like, Bobby can't really get a good angle on him unless he gets him on the cross. So you're going to see the util go out towards A, but they're going to run at B now. So this is going to be up to Bobby. But Bobby rotates onto A, but that util baits him out. Now they're all onto A, but this util baited out the St. Clair players perfectly.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate as they're going to have to try to retake this in a 2v3, or 3v2, my apologies. Tyler coming out graffiti. 1 monster and 1 water at the moment.
Here we go.
The other player actually coming monster. Tyler's going to get 1. They know players monster. Tyler's gonna. There we go. Bobby's cleans it up, and he should be able to get the defuse here to get.
Yeah, he has plenty of time here to get this defuse. And Bobby was the main player who went huge that round, finding 3 kills. That's exactly what he needed going into this one. And you know, he did it, executed perfectly, and it also provides him an op. That's such an advantage for the eco, such an advantage for them to even get a round on the board and not let RMC to start slowly running away with this one. One thing I have noticed about this game, though, is this game has been real slow paced. You know, usually you see these games go a little bit faster, but all these rounds are going down to the wire, and RMC is able to get the bomb down a lot of the time here. So if you're St. Clair, I feel like you want to put a little bit more pressure on. Yes, you don't want to allow RMC to get a pick, but maybe just a little bit more pressure to not allow that bomb play. That gives them such an advantage. But just like that, trades go down, and that will actually provide them a weapon. Moz's M4 is down. It's a Deagle, a Tech 9, and an M4 from the side of RMC.
I think they're going to be hitting bathroom hard as the util's going out on the A side, and here comes the push. Much faster than previous rounds.
Yeah, they just want to make their way down. Oh my god.
There goes Abyss as well, and they have full control of site. They're going to plant it for bank as well as they have the player position there with the op as well.
Yeah, just like that. I mean, St. Clair's whole round just pretty much fell apart there in a matter of seconds. That gives so many weapons to RMC. Ginjo will find Bobby. Tyler's will find 1, but he's going to have a lot to deal with. And I think he just runs and saves here, or at least plays for an exit. Just something that isn't chowing the site as much near the site. But I mean, that could open up the site for him a lot now. Like, he might chow the site. Oh my god, Tyler.
Tyler's going off right now. Can he find the last one? No, he cannot. Unfortunate. Almost brought that one back for the boys back home, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, the big thing here I'd like to point out is just Proxy and Ginja. RMC would be nowhere near in the position they are right now without Ginja or Proxy. If you really look at it, you're 9-3 and 9-5. No one else from the side of RMC can really get the numbers that they're producing right now. So RMC, they're looking pretty solid with those 2 players just actually doing what they're doing. The big thing for St. Clair is to shut those 2 players down.
And St. Clair is actually ecoed again here, which is quite unfortunate as they're going up against 4 AKs and an op.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot to deal with here, and they already do spot Form. We'll take them down for 10. So Formerly's trying to find an early pick with that SMG, but it didn't pay off in the last round, and it looks like they already know his strat, right? They already know he's going to get aggressive with that SMG when they're on an eco, so it's quite tough for him there. I mean, I'm interested to see why Formal didn't spend a little more money. He could have got like a 650 armor, because he does his so rich, but, they are going to be saving for an AWP and stuff as well.
100%, and he could possibly buy someone in the future if they do need that as well. Another slow round here. Util's finally starting to go out on A. They're going to molly Bobby. Bobby goes down. See if Formal can get him. Formal
Proxy.
Goes down as well.
Oh my god, Proxy with 3. Proxy continues to do what he does best. Abyss is going to be the player to try to find him, and he does so. So that'll be an AK for Abyss to help open it up a little bit. But if you're Abyss here, you do exactly what he's doing right now. Get that AK and fall off. There's no point in challenging that 1v4. Yes, it may be possible every now and then, but look at that. Bombs down. They have 4 players to deal with. And if you look at RMC, they almost know that Abyss is saving, right? That's why they're just running here. They have the eco to go hunt for him.
Yeah, he actually might get picked out here as well, and he does, going long. Unfortunate is they don't even get to save that AK.
Yeah, that's a big game changer here, because, you really do want to see him save that AK. That AK is going to be so crucial to the squad, especially considering their eco deficit. And they're going to have to try to bounce back here a little bit and find another round. So tough. Like, you're down 5-1 already, and like you were talking about, the early momentum is so important, and it doesn't seem like they can get a grasp of it.
Yeah, 100%, as he's boosted as well, and Moz goes down. That's quite unfortunate, as that's a pick that you usually see Moz get.
Yeah, Moz usually picks those ones off, but unable to connect there as Proxy chows him. And here's one from High. Great kills on the Formal, and, Tyler, man with the AUG. He's
put the AUG to work.
Yeah,
your favorite weapon.
I know. Best AUG NA, but he's popping off with that AUG right now, and so Bobby decides to have one in hand too. So if these AUGs are working for the boys, I mean, use whatever works. Am I right? Don't fix what's not broken. Tyler's found 3 or 4 with it the previous round. If he can just continue to do so, that's exactly what he's gonna do.
Nice.
Now it's all up to the AUGs, but Bobby's gonna grab an AK after that now. But I don't think they know a player's up here in heaven. You gotta know now after that util comes out.
Yeah, after that util comes out there. Bobby gonna go down. It's all up to Tyler, and he's mollied. Unfortunate. And now St. Clair's eco is really gonna be kind of hurting. They could probably light by here, but let's see what they do here.
Yeah, gonna be really interesting to see what St. Clair does here. They're going to they gotta light by, I feel like, at least at the minimum, right? I mean, you're going to see Moz. He's going to buy that P250. Abyss with the Deagle. UMP from Formal. SMG from Tyler's. And P90. Not a P90. P250 from Bobby as well. So, it is a light buy. But, it's so hard to win with the eco they have. They really have to shut out Proxy here. And that's a great kill to get. You want to shut out Proxy right off the hop. For Bobby and Kazam to find one right off the hop. Oh my gosh. Bobby can definitely get this Opper.
100%, as he's got the AK, which is just much better in these close quarter situations. He might just back off and be happy with that AK there.
Yeah, they are in a player advantage now, and they do have a decent bit of weaponry going now. They have the Deagle, SMGs, and an AK. This round has definitely turned from a little bit more in their favor from what it was before. So that's a great start from St. Clair on these eco rounds. They just have to close it. That's the big thing here. They've been having difficulty doing that throughout this game. Let's see what they can do here. Bobby gonna get some shots down, but ultimately mollied off. That's gonna, just eliminate his whole positioning there. And Abyss gonna get cleaned up. Yeah,
pushing 3v3 here on this site. Yeah, and up to Moz with the UMP there. Gonna get picked out by Cyber.
Not a whole lot you can do with that angle on the UMP, right? I mean, when Cyber goes and peeks that right away with his AK, he's just at such an advantage having that weapon where you can just tap Moz, where Moz, he's going to have to use that SMG. It's so difficult. Now all on the Tyler and Bobby. But that's going to be Bobby with his AK going down right away. That's an SMG kill. Oh, Tyler almost found the second player. It gets him down to 20-ish health. And now they're going to have to clean up Profile and him over there. Tyler's shooting some shots, unable to connect. That will be Profile falling. So he's 20 health to kill up this player. But he knew he was stuck in that corner, and he's just going to completely shut that off with the AWP.
100%, and this is going to be a round that St. Clair needs to win and try to get back in the game here. Not saying that it's over, but the 7-1 deficit is definitely a lot to work back into the game.
Yeah, I agree completely with that statement. And St. Clair, they're going to have to do so much to work it back, right? best case scenario now, they have an 8-7 half, and that's like not even that great of a half for being on the CT side of things, to be completely honest. They want, like, I know their T pushes are good as well, so CT's T doesn't mean a whole lot, but to be down 7-1 right away and not have that momentum, it's so difficult. And for them to be now already in a 4v4, but they do take out Proxy, now a 4v3, it's just going to be so difficult as Formal's tagged down as well. Yes, he will find one. Yes, he will find two. Now it is 2v2, both players full health, Bobby and Abyss. We usually see Bobby in these endgame scenarios. Bobby's been playing his life pretty well. But we just got to see some kills from here. See him clutch it up a little bit. Abyss. That's going to be getting him shut down in heaven from high. All on Bobby and his AUG now.
8-1. Fortunate start for the St. Clair Saints here.
Yeah. 8-1 now. And they can't win the half anymore. That's a big difference maker, right? If you're St. Clair here, best case, I feel like you want a 10-5 half.
Yeah, 100%. And just looking at the kills as well, I feel like Abyss really needs to step up as one of those veterans for his team here.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that one. I mean, it seems like he's having some difficulties here, but Formal, now that he finally finds the AWP in his hands, he will be able to get an opening pick on that, and that will be High right down right away. And High's been making a lot of clutch kills here, so for High from RMC to be shut down right off the hop of things, that's exactly what you need.
Well, he might be able to find one, and he will. As he gets the other one, T-Con picks up the AK, unfortunate.
He got that intel there, so now they know Cyber's around here. And that's going to be Moz, I believe, hunting for him over there. Or Abyss. I think it's Abyss, actually, yeah. But Cyber, he's just like, screw this, I'm going to make my way up bathrooms. Abyss will get some tags onto him, but Abyss tagged for 52 in that gunfight as well. Flash out from Ginja, and now the push is going down onto the A site. You're going to see Abyss try to keep applying pressure to their backs. Formal choking that shot. You really got to hit those ones. He will hit the second shot, though. Now, will he connect on this last player? He has util in his hand when he swings. Definitely did not mean to do that, but he will find one Gunja. Will he be able to find Formal with the pistol? Formal, I think he knows he's in the smoke, but Ginja gonna find him. Now a 1v2. Oh my god, Ginja
what a
him.
shot.
All onto Moz, and Moz is on truck here, so Moz is in a good position here, because Ginja doesn't know that Moz rotated up yet.
He might just take the bomb back to B. That's exactly.
But Moz knows. Moz heard it.
Maybe not. He's staying in bathroom.
Moz would have continued to hear him running. So Moz gets that intel now. He'd be able to cross truck, but now Ginja knows he's trucked. And Moz, he just shouldn't have shown his shoulder there. I mean, all he had to do is hide behind truck and play that time, considering there's only 10 seconds left, right? So for him to just having to play time there, I don't agree with that little peek there from Moz, but they are the players we are not nonetheless. So, I mean, it is what it is. And St. Clair now falling 9-1. They're going to have to do a lot more here to come back, and they have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go into the T side with only one round either, especially on overpass, which I would consider a CT-sided map. And Proxy already swinging on a site, finds one. He's going to find Tyler's as well.
And Cyber
now, yeah, the B side is completely open for RMC.
That's an NA nade.
Yeah.
But yeah, nonetheless here now, 5v2. Bobby gonna get mollied down to 5, and they spotted him there, I believe. Proxy's just waiting for Abyss to the door. There's one for him. Bobby, 5 HP, 1v5, and a dream. At least he was able to find a pick there, to be completely honest. At least he was able to get that, get a little bit more eco. They are on the losing bonus for their eco, so they do have a good amount. And you should see ops here. We do actually have a CT timeout, and you definitely know this is needed. Honestly, St. Clair should have called this timeout about 5 rounds ago.
I agree with you 100%. Like, right when that momentum was given up. And we're looking at the scoreboard on the side of RMC. Proxy and Ginja absolutely popping off this game.
Yeah, 16-4. That is nuts from Ginja. That is I think that's a 4.0 KD. Yeah, that's a 4.0 KD. That's nuts. And the 1.8 from Proxy. Proxy's just getting so aggressive in there and putting so much pressure on St. Clair. They're just giving up so many early picks, and it's so difficult for St. Clair to, bounce back after they're in a player deficit.
Yeah, and even when Ginja and Proxy are going down, their Hay profile and Cyber are able to clean up the scraps that were left over to even continue to win these rounds.
Yeah, they're not playing bad. They're just not getting as much action as Proxy and Ginja. Ginja and Proxy are just predicting St. Clair, reading them like a book, and making them a lot more aggressive. Where you see Cyber, High, and Profile, they're playing a little bit slower. They're the ones that are going to be planting the bomb most of the time. They're going to be the ones that are, waiting there, playing in that clutch positioning, and they're just cleaning it up. That their job is just clean up. Where Proxy and Ginja completely are opening the round, which is that you need players like that on your T side of things.
Yeah, 100%. And once again, St. Clair is going to full buy, which makes sense in this situation. But they do need to win this because their eco will be absolutely destroyed, and Moz goes down to the early pick. These early picks for RMC are really shaping out the way these rounds are going.
Yeah, we just touched on it about 30, 45 seconds ago on how these early picks are, like you said, shaping how they're going. And it's just putting it at such a tall task for St. Clair to win a 4v5 on the CT side of things. Like, they have to rotate over and retake a site with the player deficit. It's so difficult to do.
Tyler goes down to Proxy. Now we're going to pick off Abyss. Formal's going to get Cyber.
But it's a 2v4 at this point. I mean, yes, Proxy is 4 HP, but Formal just gets tagged down there for a good amount of 40 HP, 42 HP. And now St. Clair, they're just stuck in a bad position again. And Proxy doesn't care he's at 4 HP. He's still going to get aggressive. He's still going to find Bobby. And they know Formal's opping now. And they know that Formal is just in heaven. So they have the intel. They have so much intel. And like knowing his weaponry, whatever it may be. For them to just know all of that already, look at that. They're chasing him out into long. And they are pretty much knowing exactly where he's going. So he's just made his way out. Now he's just going to try to play for an exit frag.
I mean, you gotta save this here.
Yeah, you can't die. But they know where he is.
Gonna
now
find
that he
one.
gets that kill,
That's pretty big.
he's gonna get shot from the back. Yep. Wow. Unfortunate. You need that. You need that op so badly, considering your eco. Look at that. They cannot afford an op now. Nobody on the team can afford an op. And the op is so big on CT side to hold angles. Glass cannon is much needed. So for it to be down 11-1 right off the hop of things, I mean, best case scenario now, 11-4 half, and that's still so hard.
Yeah, and I agree with this force here, kind of out of St. Clair. Try to get around.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah, at this point, it's 11-1. You got to get the force off. You got to get these picks, these early picks especially. The early picks is what's killing them, like I mentioned last round. Yeah,
nonetheless, 11-1 half, 5v5 still in play. And it looked like RMC is really picking up their pace now. They're feeling a lot more confident in their plays just because they've been piecing these players. Now, Biss going to fall right off the hop of things. And now it's a 5v4. Like we've been touching about the past couple rounds, early picks. It's what's destroying St. Clair. And Ginja and Proxy are just doing everything.
Ginja with that off, the different breed.
2v3 though, Kazam and Formal, they'll find 2. That's huge to turn things around a little bit. And Formal, he actually able to find another one. So that's exactly what you need now in 2v2. He's going to be the man to watch here, but Ginja going to shut that down quickly. Will Formal be able to find this player in long? No, he won't. That is going to be another round on the board for RMC. And with St. Clair forcing that round, they have little to no eco again, and they're just going to have to keep forcing for the rest of the half. They have to.
Yeah.
You're just in a position... Yeah, you're just going to have to do your best here to, at least try to buy nonetheless. But RMC, just completely going off. Proxy and Ginja doing everything they need to do here. And there's nothing, St. Clair doesn't have an answer for it.
Cyber peeking monster again. He's been here the last couple rounds, and he's been able to get those picks. Nothing happening this time, though.
Yeah, the eco's so built up for RMC that they can just, even if they do lose this next round, like they have no issues, right? They can still buy round 15, no problem. Bobby trying to find something with the P90, unable to connect. Ginja with his op, he's going to try to clean something up there, close range and con, but that doesn't connect as well. They're both going to run off from the site, at least play their own positions. And this looks like a 5-hit to B for RMC. Profile, turning things to a 5-4 player disadvantage right away, but Moz will answer right back. And now Proxy gonna fall. Ginja gonna find another one. Ginja and Profile.
Well. That would have been big if Tyler was able to get that kill and then get the flank off. That could be huge, just applying that pressure. But unfortunately, they'll go on 13-1.
RMC just looks like they can't be stopped right now, to be completely honest. And look at this. Proxy and Ginja, those are your players to watch throughout this whole match, right? Nobody in the lobby even as close to what they have right now. The closest person in the lobby is 13 by Formal. And Proxy and Ginja, 20-5. he's still maintaining a 4.0 KD. And yes, you do see a 4.0 KD a lot in usually the beginning of games, but to see Ginja maintain that 4.0 KD, it's a big difference maker.
Yeah, especially through 14 rounds as well. That's absolutely insane.
And it's not like these players are, you know, just some like random players off the street, right? These people play this game every day. They scrim almost every day. They're grinding. They put in so many hours into the game. And to just have this level of competition just for St. Clair to be shut down like this by a strong RMC squad, it's so difficult for the boys to try to pull something out. And they actually do have a little bit of an advantage this round. They just cannot throw it out the window. They need anything that they can get right now at this point.
100%. And it looks like the push is going to be towards A, if I'm not mistaken. Not unless he just grabs the bomb and runs back down T-Con. Pushing
Yeah.
up bathrooms. The push is going to be on A. There is one player long, if he can chow that off.
St. Clair just looking to try to find where RMC is at the current time, but it looks like the RMC is actually going to be pushing through A. They do have the bomb picked up now. The op is going to be clearing out long. This is exactly where he wants to go. And will he find this player down the end of long? That's going to be Tyler's. Tyler's isn't going to peek, though. Tyler's playing smart here. There's no point peeking. They know they have an op at this point. If Tyler just waits him out, Cyber might get a good angle on him, though. But, oh my gosh, Tyler's going to get cleaned up from a short-range kill. Cyber, nice shot there. Beautiful kill. 2v2 now in effect. Famas is versus the AK and the op.
There's a player on truck. Let's see if Moz can spot him out. He might know.
Yeah, well, they know one's bathrooms. Moz is definitely going to know that player's there, but they line up. Profile, playing that one perfectly. 14-1 at half. St. Clair, they don't have an answer.
Yeah, and even, like, that's the CT side as well. Like, I can't stress it enough that most maps in CSGO are going to be CT-sided, and to have a one win on that CT side is going to be really tough to come back here on the T side.
Yeah, and to start things off, you just need the pistol round. That's the big thing here. But RMC, they even looked so good on the previous pistol round too. So RMC is just playing to the best of their ability right now. They're firing on absolutely all cylinders. And St. Clair, it just looks like they're having a little bit of an off day at the same time. And with those two combined, it's just going to provide for RMC to be able to just feed.
We do see the two trades they're con, and the bomb's going A as they're rotating back up.
This is going A quick, and they will spot that player dumpster. Profile will get tagged down, but Proxy there to find two, there to get the trades, all onto Tyler's, and he has a lot to answer with. They know exactly where he is sitting there on dice, and he doesn't know that player's bathrooms. There's a player truck. He's going to get pinched, and oh my god, the flick from Tyler. We saw this the other day in a pug, and he's just going to continue to do it in an actual league match. But Cyber, like we were pointing out a few rounds ago, Cyber, High, and Profile, they're there to clean things up. Cyber does it once again.
Yeah. Really unfortunate there, as like that was a great rotation from RMC. Right away, they got the call out and they were up there ready for the Saints.
5 MAC 10s. That's exactly what you mean if you're St. Clair. I mean, you have nothing to lose at this point, really, right? You're down 15-1. They're at match point. And RMC, they're looking to close this one out. Well, St. Clair, they need to win 14 in a row now to crawl back. I mean, it's definitely possible. You see RMC do it, but Bobby actually will team kill Formal. That is not something you like to see if you're from the side of St. Clair. You hate to see those team kills go down, and the flank is going to be out from Profile, but he'll get quickly shut down. Now, a 2v2, but RMC has the weaponry advantage and the health advantage.
He's going to find Bobby right away.
Yeah,
now it's all up to Tyler's to keep this game alive for the Saints. He does have bomb. Taking it to B. But even now, like, he has 50 health and he's up against 2 ARs and he's got his SMG.
Yeah, like you can get the bomb down, right? He's gonna have to play a close angle after, but he may be able to find one of these players, but to find both of them, that's where it's gonna be hard, because once he finds one player, he's gonna get the intel, right? And the teammate for RMC. So once they get the intel on where he is, what he's doing, what weapon he has, all of that, RMC is just going to completely know what to do and completely know the play to shut him down. That's a good smoke to allow him to cross to short. Some players will be peeking heaven, but I think Tyler's made it across there pretty evenly. But that smoke will completely just show where Tyler's went, right? Like, for him to smoke that off, it's going to know that he went short. But for him to rotate back through Monster, yes, that is the play. But someone's already hopping on the bomb, and I think he's sticking it. Yeah, that's game.
And that's gonna be
16-1.
game.
RMC, St. Clair Saints. RMC going to take it 16-1 fashion. St. Clair just not looking like they have an answer for the strong RMC squad. And they advance to 2-0 in this NACE Collegiate CSGO League. So good from the boys who are RMC. Proxy and Ginja. I can't stress it enough. Proxy had 52% headshots there, and Ginja had 3Ks. Absolutely unbelievable from the Randolph-Macon College, and they're looking strong in ACE so far after that matchup.
Yeah, 100%. That was an absolutely dominating performance out of RMC, and if they can continue that, props to them and see how far they can take things.
Yeah, if you come out and dominate in that kind of fashion, like St. Clair has always been pretty decent at CSGO, right? So for them to do this to St. Clair, to them to put them on a 16-1 game, that just proves how good RMC really did play throughout this matchup. And if you're St. Clair here, you really got to just talk about this as a team, right? Go over it in scrims, maybe play overpass a little bit more in scrims, and mainly just the CT side of things. Because maybe, yes, they could be a little bit better on T side, but how would we know? We wouldn't know because they barely made it there on the T side, right?
We only saw the 2 rounds there, and it was
Exactly.
dominated by RMC. So
Exactly. Nonetheless. But one thing we would like to highlight for you guys is we do appreciate you tuning in. We love having all viewers come in, whether you're from the side of St. Clair or RMC. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is The Prive. I'm joined alongside Noah, Big Papa King. Thank you guys for watching. And a quick shout out for our sponsors as they support us so much through the stream. St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Outlet, the Zeckelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, and the St. Clair SRC would not be possible without you guys. And thank you so much for supporting us as well throughout this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.